Beukes je autorica iz Južne Afrike koja je postala poznata u Europi sa knjigom koja se zove City, a kao prva južna Afrikanka koja je ikada osvojila prestižnu znanstveno-fantastičnu britansku nagradu The Arthur C. Clarke Award. Nakon toga, kad je poželjela napisati iduću knjigu, izdavači su se toliko pomamili za njom da su u Frankfurtu imali pravi rat. Tko će dati više za iduću knjigu, ne? I HarperCollins je dobio taj rat na stranom tržištu, a u Hrvatskoj profilu. I tako smo dobili Djevojke koje sjaje u principu tek nekoliko mjeseci nakon što su izašle na engleskom. Riječ je o thrilleru koji je potom Stephen King stavio na najbolji 10 knjiga koje on pročitao 2013.
I'm on a European tour at the moment for my book The Shining Girls. It's about a time-traveling serial killer and the survivor who starts to turn the hunt around, and she's chasing him across 60 decades in Chicago, from the 1920s and the Great Depression through to the 1990s, kind of the punk scene. Well, obviously The Shining Girls is kind of a homage to The Shining, and the house in The Shining Girls, which opens onto other times, has something in common with the Overlook Hotel. But he read the book, and maybe he thought I was trying to rip him off or something, but he read the book and he liked it, and it's just been mind-blowing. The fact that Stephen King, who was one of my childhood heroes, has endorsed my book and likes my book. It's amazing. I wrote a book called Moxieland, which is set in a future corporate apartheid South Africa where we're controlled by our cell phones. And the worst thing that can happen to you in this society is that you get disconnected, which frankly is the worst thing that I can think of. I think it'd be worse than the death penalty. Zoo City, which won the Arthur C. Clarke Award. It's a phantasmagorical noir set in the mean streets of Johannesburg where criminals have magical animals. And I've just finished my new book Broken Monsters, which is coming out in July. I was invited here by my publisher, and it's amazing to connect with fandom in different countries. I think fandom is such a passionate community, and they really care about books, and that's such a rare commodity these days. That's really amazing.
So I've tried to create all the women as real as possible so that you could really engage with them and feel their lives and feel what the loss of them means in the world. It was very powerful. Well, it was very important to me to write it in a powerful and provocative and striking and shocking way. To be able to come back to all of that and to make the victims more interesting than the serial killer. Because real serial killers typically don't have any insight into what they're doing. Sometimes there was child abuse or violence that happened in their childhood. Sometimes there wasn't. Sometimes there is no good reason. They're just broken men. And we desperately want there to be a reason. This is part of our instinct as story-making animals, is we want there to be a reason for violence, but sometimes there isn't. Sometimes it's just a broken man, and he's impotent, and he's a loser, and he's a vile, contemptible human being, and this is his only outlet. This is the only way he can feel power in the world. So I was published in South Africa by a company called Djevojke, and I don't know if I would have been published by anyone else. They take a lot of risks. Then in the UK I was published by Angry Robot, which is it was a brand new imprint. I was one of the first 2 books they ever published. And again, they took a big risk on me. So it was amazing to have someone take that leap of faith. And then I published Zoo City with both of them again. It was a 2-book deal. And then Zoo City won the Arthur C. Clarke Award. And suddenly that changed everything. Suddenly I was in the spotlight. It was great for my publisher because it meant they were selling more books. And it was great for me because now my agent could leverage this award to try and get more interest in me. And I came up with the idea for The Shining Girls, and I wrote the first kind of 16,000 words, and my agent sent that round to the Frankfurt Book Fair. And of course he went to go and speak to Angry Robot and to Djevojke. But they're small and independent, and they just couldn't match the money even remotely. And of course I feel like a lot of gratitude and loyalty to them, and I will always. But you have to be able to move forward with your lives. And it was actually one of the things that Angry Robot said to me in the very beginning. They said, look, we don't know where this is going to go. We might not even publish your next book. We might not want to. Maybe you take off. It's not a marriage. Each book is its own kind of relationship, and you build your way up. But of course, if the opportunity came up and they suddenly became a big powerhouse, and of course I would certainly work with them again.